Today I'm going to show you how to install two different puppylinux ISOs to internal hard drive in a UEFI BIOS PC. So the first thing we'll have to do is boot from a ventoy USB stick. And just to orient you, I have a SDA, which is internal hard drive that already has multiple partitions. But we're going to go ahead and wipe it all out and repartition. And then also, this is a ventoy USB stick. And just to make it more clear, I'll just remove it since it's all running in RAM. So let me just go ahead and pull it out. So it's been removed, and I have one external hard drive that's connected that's recording this video. So that's the quick orientation. And then after that's done, create all these partitions. Then we will go ahead and launch FrugalPup Installer. And then we'll go ahead and install puppy files. In my case today, we'll go ahead and install Book1Pup 64, which is what I'm running now. And in addition, we'll go ahead and install Trixie Pup 64-retro ISO. And then after that's installed, using FrugalPup Installer, we'll go ahead and set up the grub menu. And then lastly, we will reboot from the internal hard drive and also verify puppy save folder is properly created in the correct partition. So that's the plan. Let's go ahead and go to another screen here, and then we will go ahead and on a puppy Book1Pup 64, I can just go ahead and control spacebar and bring up launcher. GParted is what we need. And then here's the internal hard drive that we will have to go ahead and wipe it all out and repartition. It's 120 gig SSD. So, and this is what we have right now. This computer is actually using part of swap partition. So we'll just go ahead and first thing is right click on it, swap off. And then what we want to do is just go ahead and wipe it all out. Go to device, create partition table. This is going to be UEFI. So what we have to do is we'll have to make it into GPT file system. So we're going to go ahead and do that and apply. Obviously it's going to wipe everything out here. And then what we want to do is right click, and then I'll just go ahead and insert. Same as right click, and then we'll go ahead and go down to 512 megabyte. You don't really have to have a 512. It's just greater than 100 megabyte. It should be more than sufficient. And then we'll go ahead and make that file system to FAT32. So we'll go down FAT32, and then we'll go ahead and label it EFI, and then add ALT and A will add, and then we'll go ahead and do the next part is insert another one, insert again, and this time we're going to have two puppy Linux files. So we'll give it 2 gig, roughly a little less than 2 gig should be more than enough for two puppy Linux. And then we'll go down to ext4 is fine, and we'll label it pups. So this is where we're going to install puppy Linux files, and then ALT A again, and then now we'll go ahead and insert. This is going to be a save of partition. So it's since we're going to have multiple partition, multiple puppy Linux, we'll go ahead and give it a plenty of space. And what I can do is just give it a hundred, more than 100, and we'll just save a little bit for a swap partition. So swap partition, if you have more than 4 gig of a RAM in your PC, you probably do not need swap partition. 4 gig swap partition. Rest of it we'll go ahead and make it into we're gonna label the save partition as capital SAV. Okay, and we'll go ahead and add again, and then the last one we'll insert key, and then we're going to go all the way down, multiple tabs, keys, and then we're going to go ahead and go down to swap. So we'll just go ahead and open it up, and the Linux swap is what we want, and then we don't need a label for that, and then we'll just go ahead and add. Now what we'll do is we'll just apply all the operations. So we'll just go ahead and close, and then now most importantly what we want to do is make sure that this has a first partition has a bootable flag. So right click and then go down to manage flags, and then since this is going to be UEFI, you just need to click on ESP, and then it'll also put a tick on the boot automatically. So right here, and then close. Now this is all ready as far as internal hard drive to run two puppy Linux. So we'll go ahead and start the FrugalPup installer. So Control Spacebar, FrugalPup flexible installer, and then first thing we want to do is go to settings, make sure that separate partition save location is clicked, and then use autosave is already clicked, and OK. And then now we're going to start installing puppy Linux. So we'll go ahead and tap that, and we're going to be using ISO files, which we have here downloaded. So, and then what we want to do is go ahead and start with bookworm pup 64. So we'll just go ahead and drag it over here in this, and then OK. And then we want to install it in the internal hard drive. So SDA2 is where we want to, under pups is where we're going to go ahead and install. So double click here, and then we're going to go ahead and create a folder to make it very neat and separate. So bookworm BW is fine, and then make sure that you return key here, and then OK, and then it wants to know where we're going to have the save file location. So it's going to be at SDA3. So this is correct, and then double click again. Now just for safety, I want to just make it this time a separate folder, SAVE folder, small letters as SAVE, and this is where we're gonna ultimately have a puppy save folders, and OK. And then now we're gonna say OK. Now it's copying appropriate files. And so the puppy files is already copied and it's already done. Now what we want to do is get the Trixie pup. So we're gonna go again, puppy, and then ISO is what we got, and we're just gonna drag Trixie pup here, and then that's correct. And then we're gonna go again into the pups, double click, and then this time we're gonna just say TP retro, and then OK. So, and then go ahead and OK, and again it wants to know where we're gonna have the save partition. So we'll just double click, and again we wanna within the save folder. So OK and OK and OK. So it's copying the appropriate files into the puppy partition. That's done. Now what we want to do is, so the puppy files already all installed. So what we want to do here is set up a grub menu. So this time we want to still FrugalPup. We want to go to the boot, and we have all the puppy files in the SDA2. Okay, and this is correct. We have it in two different folders, so that's correct. And we want to click on SDA1. That's where we want the grub files to go. And then OK. And then UEFI, the first one is OK. That's fine. And then OK. And then so it's already written. Now we're all through with the FrugalPup. Now what we want to do at this point is what I usually like to do is take a brief look at grub CFG. So right click into Genie, and then here it is, and we'll make it a little bigger. So we can go to the first one is a bookworm. So rather than having all this, so we'll just use the same abbreviation that we use for the folder name, and then for this one, TP retro. So TP retro, and then erase them, and then go ahead and save. So we'll just go ahead and cancel it. Make sure at this point when you reboot, you don't need to save anything at this point, obviously. Now I have booted into a Bookworm Pup 64 from internal hard drive. I get a quick setup screen, and what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and go through America, Los Angeles in my case. Here it is, Los Angeles, and then time for internet is fine, and then we'll go ahead and close. Right now, what I want to do is just make sure that it doesn't, it saves the puppy save folder within the correct partition, within the correct folder. So I think we'll go ahead and just, you should go ahead and go through all this, but I'm just want to just make sure that it gets saved in the correct place. So right now, we'll just take a look at the save partition. There's a save folder, and there's nothing here. So, and then, so right now, when you want to reboot, you want to make sure that you do want to save, but I can't